Okay, I don't know what it is, but this is always so satisfying.
Sure enough, there was a tag under there.
So bring that up here. We're gonna drive out the. Let's read it just the way it says. Number 13 Jarno tapered hole. So we're gonna drive out the. The dead center.
And sure enough, it is the original.
And that's pretty much center stage.
It was preserved perfectly under hydraulically dried on
like
grease.
something's a little mass behind it.
There's a few creases across it, but
to drive it with. This old piece of chuck I got out of a chip bin. Would suffice as my driver. Put that back. Bring my drive bar back out. It stores back here. And the chip tray. Okay. Now. Very one must always put its cap on. I take a lot of pride in my Jarno number 13 dead center. And I don't think it was the fact that it cost $60 or $70. It's just cool. Because not everybody's lathe calls for that piece. But mine does. Well, let me tell you what I have in mind here. Okay, it is going to involve the Pratt & Whitney collet system. I need to, well, I can do that later. Now I need to do it now. This is a drawbar that I made. I bought the tubing. I did the internal threads. Back here I did external threads. And I got a 1 kilo dumbar weight. And did the internal threads there, the external threads here, and this is my spacer. It gets everything back away from the body of the lathe so that I can draw this up. So this is going to go in back here, through the spindle, and here's the collar. Now these collets are a little bit different than the 5Cs. This almost goes inside the 5C. Okay, so this is stamped P&W, and I also have one of them that is stamped Hardage, and it is 7P, I think, is the designation. I'll double check that. But let's go ahead and get the one I want in there. It's not 5/8. I am going to go with the 3/8. And this also has 0.375. Okay. Now I will turn the drawbar and thread into that collet. Really, you know, you don't have to go all the way. There's probably a good inch of thread there. I think I would be happy with 3/4 of it engaged. If I can get it started. Okay, I think I got it started that time. So I can thread it all the way. I mean, I have the threads to do it. Okay. So let me show you what I got down here. So, like I said, this collar is to get this wheel clearance here. So, basically turn that, it draws the collet closed. And if I need to go a little tighter, you got that bar, which just snaps to the side there. And that'll draw it in a little tighter if need be. And I just have a couple neodymium rare earth magnets there. This piece here started off as a 2.2 pound dumbbell weight. It then became the crank on my mini lathe for a hand crank for the spindle. And then it became the drawbar lock, I guess, on the Pratt & Whitney. So that little dumbbell is seen. And it was everything I had to machine that on the mini lathe. This is a unique piece of tubing. It's very thick-walled. And I needed that to machine down and do the internal threads. So what am I doing? So I have a variety of 1/8 end mills here. So I'm kind of thinking end mill here. Lead screw shaft. And I need a 2-inch keyway here. Actually a 1-inch keyway here. I need a 1/2-inch keyway here. And a 1/2-inch keyway here. So I think the only problem I can forecast and is going to be getting this keyway here in line with these, but it may not have it may not need to be so. This one is holding on the gear that drives the cross travel. This one is back here in the dial. So you can see the end here. And it's about, so that keyway sits about right in this area. And here's the shaft. So I'm thinking that I can cut keyways into this. Well, I got a problem there already. So I'm going to have to move my bar away from the operator because I'm fully extended there. So I need to get where I can get this one at that point and then come back 5 and almost 6 inches, and that's going to put this keyway about here, well, in there, in space. So I need to look at and think about my my work holding. Now, I guess what I'd like to find is a way to, because I do believe that these two are going to have to be on the same plane. So I'm going to have to figure out a way, because I'm clamping on a different surface in order to get this out. I need to come up with a way where I can cut that and then move the bar down on the same plane to cut the second one so that they're matching. I could actually cut this one as it sits, and then I have to get another grip on this thing. What if I turned it around and put it in the other direction? I might be able to do it all if I flip it around and grab this end. Well, just some things to think about. And let me know in the comments, please, if you have any ideas. I really don't know anything about milling. I'm assuming that I can take that cutter and drive it like a drill inwards, laterally, and then well, no, not laterally. Laterally would be, this would be lateral. I'm hoping that I can drive it in, straight in like a drill to get my depth. Not all at one time. But I know some end mills will behave like a drill and some won't. Now this one almost has like a drill head on it. It looks like the end of a drill. This one, not so much. Yeah, that has the same profile as a twist drill. Almost. Other than it's flat. Okay, I just wanted to do this quick and run that idea past you and get your opinions, because I clearly don't know. Very happy with what I've gotten so far. I would hate to screw it up now, you know. I mean, I could wait and you know, within a couple of weeks, I think Mr. Tate's going to be back in town. And I could run this up to his house and on his machines. And probably mill some keys in here in short order. I could take the original parts out of the machine with the keys with me to make sure I'm making the right size keys, because right now I'm measuring off this drawing, off this copy, this piece of paper. That's how I'm making my measurements. Now this is an actual photocopy of the part, and I don't know if it's still a good idea to get my measurements from that. So here's a keyway here, double key, and there's a 1/2 inch, and then there's a 1/2 inch. All right, like, subscribe, and comment, especially comment. We got a new subscriber I'm happy to announce. It pleases me. Adams Combining. Adams Combining. I guess it'd be combining. Yeah, thank you, Adams Combining. I appreciate you subbing up. My goal is to hit 1,000 this year, and it's a very tall order. I have over 200 subs to get, or at least, you know, right around there, 240 or so. And that's a tall order for me. That's going to take some. That's going to take some extraordinary behavior on your part, the viewer, and you taking the time, a couple nanoseconds, to click the bell, or just click the subscribe. And as far as clicking the bell on notifications, you know, my posts are usually coming out at when most people are asleep, so you're not going to get notifications in the middle of your workday that I posted something. For the most part, it's going to happen while you're sleeping, so it won't bother you at all. Oh, am I groveling? Yes, I'm groveling. Okay, guys. Thanks again.